Dennis Wan. I come to speak for CCTC Chinatown Community Development Corporation and our president Danny, who is the manager for this Jamai's housing project. He formed the CCDC in 1991. As CCDC grew throughout the years, his scope of work has changed to cover the entire Greater Houston in 4 areas. 1, the CCDC developed many low-income housing and the seniors by using federal and city funding. 2nd, we partitioned and created the East Downtown Management District and CURS 15, which has worked with Dynamo to build the only professional soccer stadium in the city. In year 2000, CCTC worked with City of Houston in the first-time home buyer subsidized assistance program, recruited and closed over 150 new homes for low-income families. 4th, neighborhood revitalization planning and development. In South Sunnyside area, CCDC answered to requests from St. Agnes Baptist Missionary Church. We repositioned their 100+ acre asset, created a solution plan to take over a half-built, unfinished dome church facility. We worked with the bond trustee to entrust CCDC as the contractor, guarantee to complete this beautiful church construction as planned, on time and on budget. CCDC also brought in the famous TIPS Charter School and engaged developers to complete 2 new low-income housing projects. The 3rd one is now in progress. This Sunnyside neighborhood is changed from a rundown, half-completed landscape into a thrilling new community with one of the best charter schools and some award-winning housing. Mayor and honorable council members, CCDC, by applying its community redevelopment expertise and experience, we welcome the challenge and are committed to develop this affordable housing project with our team to improve the environment in the South Sunnyside neighborhood. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. There are no questions at this time.
Okay, Mr. Robinson, to be followed by Ms. Melissa Oliver.
Mayor, greetings, council members. Great to see you all and good to be with you this morning. I've had the experience now to work in a few different fields. And coming to the nonprofit sector, I've learned there's a lot of great entities out there that when partnered with the right other partners, in this case we have a developer that has a tremendous track record, as you just heard. We can now blend these services to make sure that when we're not only developing housing, but we're also providing the kinds of services that will complement the residents without it having to be the government's responsibility. We want to make sure that people get a chance for work. We want to make sure they get a chance to experience the types of things that people typically experience in a normal, natural environment. And the Urban League will bring many of those services to it. The Urban League focuses on programs dealing with health, education, workforce development, housing, economic development. So when you have some of those cornerstones in place to help complement the kind of environment, in this case housing, that is conducive for a person to live, work, and play, then we think we've got a pretty good success story in the making. So we're hopeful that this project will be one that's viewed as unique and different, in which we have the private sector working with the non-profit sector, where you've got the experiment taking place. That should bring a really good result for those participants in the program. We're going to provide quality housing. We'll have quality programs to assist people to make sure that they're on a path to success in their lives. And, you know, we just don't know the great other side benefits that will take place as a result of this project going forward. But the linchpin is we need council to also view the spirit of what we're trying to do as something that's in the right direction. So we hope that you will see this as an opportunity to maybe kind of set the pace for how future projects to come might be the way to go. So we're hopeful that you'll be supportive of this program. You know, you're answering questions, and it's great to be back in this building.
Councilmember, it's always good to see you, and we all appreciate the good work that you do here. The chair recognizes Councilman Green.
Thank you, Mayor. Mr. Robinson. Judge.
All good.
Thank you so much for coming out, and thank you for you know, we met with regard to this particular project, and I do appreciate the services that the Urban League brings to a project like this. I think you're absolutely right. You know, the government cannot be in a position to always afford the types of services that oftentimes are needed in our community, and that's why we lean very hard, strongly on the nonprofit community. And the great work that you guys do at Urban League, you know, obviously is stellar, and we look to you guys for your leadership and how to tackle some of these issues that really plague our community. So I want to thank you for getting involved in this type of partnership. And, you know, whatever happens with regard to this particular project, we hope that you will come back and continue to try to bring these projects forward to us so that we can find a way to work with you.
Thank you, Councilman.
Thank you.
Councilmember Maria.
Thank you, Mayor. The mayor's already welcomed you back to the podium to speak. We're always grateful when someone of your stature comes and elevates the discussion of a project like this. I always appreciated the Urban League when I partnered with them at the school district. They always did stellar work. They had a heart for the community. They were spot on with what they thought was important. So thank you for taking the time to come and share with us that you think this is important.
Thank you.
Councilmember Adams.
Thank you, Mayor. Mr. Robinson, thank you so much for wanting to step outside the box and providing affordable housing to those communities who know need it. And again, I want to thank you for coming to my office as well as with Councilmember Green for sharing your vision for that area in this East Sunnyside community. I think it's a wonderful project. And again, the partnership, I think, is just, you know, just a well drawn out project. And so I just want to commend you, and as well as support my colleagues in saying that that we support the project, we support the vision of the project, and so whatever we can do to, you know, assist in the movement of making sure that the dialogue continues about affordable housing in Houston, that we just keep that dialogue with you as well as your partners in the community. So again, thank you so much for coming down, and also for what you all do in the community to provide affordable and sustainable housing, and just making sure that the residents as a whole have a better quality of life in Houston. So thank you for for doing that, not only just for job growth, but, you know, educational wise. And so I just, you know, commend you for what you're doing, and under your leadership, Houston Urban League has been moving in the right direction. So I just want to commend you for that. I know you've met with my staff, and I know they're looking for ways to bring programs to you. So again, you need to be commended for what you're doing.
Thanks for coming in.
If I might, Mayor, I just want to thank the council members whose staffs have just been stellar and spot on in helping us move this project forward, and then of course Angel Lane. And we're really trying to make sure that the city gets a chance to benefit from programs that are holistic in terms of our capacity to help from a housing standpoint, as well as all the other programs that help support a healthy household. Thank you very much.